Hello and welcome to the AQA Religious Studies course. I'm Mr. Andrews and I'm going to be taking you through over the next few slides what the course involves and where it can take you. So why study religious studies as a subject then? Well, it's a really academic subject. It's respected by sixth form, by universities in the future in terms of its academic rigour. It's also one of the subjects that makes you think about the world in a different sort of way. So many of our laws, many of our customs, many of our morals come from religion. So whether you kind of think it or not, the values that you have will stem from this. So we've got some images here, for example, that will hopefully make you think a little bit about the world. So the top left, we've got an image of two people, and how we interpret that in our society, whether they're a devoted person, whether they're an oppressed person, based on the clothes they wear, is to do with religion. We've got a quote from Stephen Fry as well. So the God who made this universe, if it was created by God, is clearly a maniac. So someone who clearly isn't religious, but is able to argue their point and able to look at religions and be able to critique them academically. And we've got this idea as well. So does free will exist, or is every action predetermined? So what we decide to do, where we go in life, is that something that we've got control over, or is there some kind of bigger power that is guiding us or perhaps preventing or aiding us getting into our end point? So if you've got an acquisitive mind, if you wonder about big questions like why are we here, why do we exist, then this is a subject for you. More importantly, if you want to live in a tolerant, understanding world, be able to respect different cultures and religions, again, this is a really valuable subject to allow you to do that. So where can religious studies take you? Well, I've deliberately got this question here. So are you planning on working with another human? Because actually, fundamental to all of religious studies is our ability to respect and to understand and to be able to argue our points. So we've got some examples here. If you're willing to work in something that works in other parts of the world, for example, so travel and tourism, you're going to be understanding different cultures. If you're going to be working in the healthcare setting in any sort of way, or in childcare, again, you're going to be coming across people from all kinds of different backgrounds. Similarly for the emergency services, or perhaps in the legal field. Again, all these kind of religious customs, moral, ethical debates underpin all of these. So moving on then to the actual course itself, and I'll go through the different units in just a moment, but the main parts of this is split into two papers. So they're each worth 50%, and the first one is perhaps a little bit more academic, going into the detail of two religious beliefs. At the moment, we're looking at Christianity and Islam. However, there's a possibility to look at different religions either as well or instead, but that'll be down to the students that decide to choose the course. Secondly, then, we'll look at paper 2. So we've got different issues that we've been exploring already during your Year 9 course. So life, families, crime punishment and human rights. We'll be going into more detail with these. There'll be a range of different questions that you'll be answering. So multiple choice ones, short answer, and then long answer responses as well. So specifically then, we'll be looking at the beliefs, we'll be looking at the practices, and really going into detail with these. So why do they have these beliefs? Why do they actually do these practices? Do they do practices in a slightly different way? So do they follow their religion in slightly different ways? As it indicates here, we've traditionally been doing Islam and Christianity. However, there is flexibility with the students that choose the course on which topics we actually do. Similarly, we're going to be looking at the issues that you've looked at in the Year 9 already, and going into some of the other ones as well. So lots of moral and ethical debates we'll be having throughout the course. The most obvious places again to look for information about the course are the specification. So if you type that into Google, so either the website link or even the header above it, you'll get the details for the specification. But also this second link here as well. So looking at why young people, and this comes from a young person about why she felt it was important to study religious studies and how it's helped her in future life. And finally, if you would like to find out more information, please don't hesitate to contact me. My email address is there, and I'm John Andrews. And thank you very much for your time.